The first time I walked into Sunnyside High School, I had a PowerPoint on how to succeed in college and a head full of assumptions. 15 native students who would eventually become mentees sat in front of me, arms crossed, eyes skeptical. He didn't say it, but I could see it in his eyes. Great, another lecture. I wasn't there to teach, I was there to learn. That's when I realized. During weeks of sharing free tours, futures, and hard truths, Native Soul shattered everything I knew about success, service, and what it really means to benefit from stolen land. In week 3 of mentoring, I walked in with my How to Succeed in College slides, all confidence and clip art. I'd practiced this talk like a dozen times. Then I noticed one of the students. Let's call him Ashton. At first, he was engaged, nodding, even asking questions. But halfway through, something shifted. His shoulders dropped, his eyes locked onto the desk. By the end, he was just gone. Not angry, not bored, just checked out. The next week, his seat was empty. So I asked the group, is this stuff helpful? Like, honestly. A long pause.
School, I guess.
My cousin went to college and now she's stuck paying loans and working with banks.
I'm also acting like it's college or nothing, but my eyes need to make this.
Oh! I had spent weeks prepping my ideas for success. Never once fussing about this. I had assumed every kid has the same choices like I did. But Ashton and his friends, they had responsibilities I had never considered. So I skipped the next presentation. Instead, my peer mentors and I, we talked about trades, apprenticeships, and staying close to the family, because family is a real one. One student shared how her cousin runs a thriving auto shop on the res. Another asked if I'd ever heard of the Indian preference hiring law. I still don't get it. That's when I finally understood Dr. Butterman's words. Success isn't a diploma, it's given back to your nation. For Ashton's success, it might mean fixing cars so his grandma has heat this winter. And that's just as significant as any other degree. Ashton never came back, but he taught me something I wouldn't have learned in any classroom. Mentoring isn't about having answers, it's about listening to the questions nobody's asking. Success is treated like a one-size-fits-all diploma, with little space for indigenous values like collective responsibility, honoring land, or staying close to family. In our sharing circles, I heard it again and again. Students didn't always feel the permission to imagine the futures outside of the university pipeline. It wasn't that they lacked ambition. It was that their version of success being handed to them didn't fit the futures they actually wanted to build. Then came the day when my team couldn't make it. Just me, 15 kids, and a janky little Jeopardy board lighting up the room. The energy shifted the second we hit Campus Life 200. Who do you go for help with classes?
Yes!
3 voices shouted at once, following by a wave of laughter. Okay, smartass, I said, but what's his actual job title? Done.
Counselor!
Homework guy?
Every school related word except advisor or mentor. When we landed on a random 400, name 2 mentor names, the guess got even wilder. Someone pointed at me.
Ashley.
That's when I realized Dr. Shorten was right about islands of belonging. For that hour, we weren't doing outreach, we were just a bunch of people in a room full of laughing at wrong answers, debating whether Borsurs is a real world, and accidentally learning that Tohono or Odam Community College offers mechanics certifications, somewhere between jokes and about cafeteria food. Before Native Soul, I thought helping meant having all the answers, but now I know it's just shutting up and listening. So from now on, I'll stop assuming I know what Native students need. No more cookie cutter advice, just show up with real curiosity. When I hear someone dismiss trade schools, I'll speak up. Not as some vogue ally, but because Ashton's empty chair taught me dignity looks different on everyone. I'll keep questioning my university's land acknowledgement and not just nodding when it's recited. Sharing Circle 10 forced me to see that we can't mentor on stolen land without addressing the theft. Am I going to single-handedly fix the systematic issues? No, but I can probably stop being the part of the problem. Thank you.